Good morning, everyone. Welcome into the Run Your Day podcast. As always, Dan Hafner joining you here this morning. Tuesday morning, my friends. Today's topic is this. You are a product of your habits. As always, thank you all for joining. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, you are a product of your habits. Going to be a short one today. Really what I wanted to talk about was really just something that's been on my mind and on my heart lately. And it's been something that I've noticed, at least in my life, in the life of a couple other people that I know. And it's really this process of habits. I think, there's habits are a hot topic issue lately, at least in the world that I've been living in. And it's really interesting because there's so many different theories out there. There's so many different processes, right? If you just Google how to start a habit or how to keep a habit or whatever you might find, you'll find a bajillion results, right? There's all kinds of different theories. There's all kinds of different ways. There's all kinds of different methods for how to start or how to keep a habit or all of it, right? And maybe all of them are right. Maybe all of them are wrong. I don't really know, right? One thing I do know is that just from life experience, from all the different things that I have engaged in over the past year, once you have a habit, it is incredibly hard to break, whether it's good or bad, right? This is common sense, but one thing I can truly speak from experience is, they say it takes 66 reps to actually build a habit of something. Now, I find that a little hard to believe personally. I think it has a lot to do. There's so many variables in there. Depends on what the habit is, the person that does it, blah, 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 whatever. Like for me, I know it takes me at least 2 to 3 weeks, right, to actually get something into a habit that I can consistently do every single day. Now, for you, it might take longer. It might take a month. It might take 2 months, right? So if you do something every day for 66 days, that's like a little over 2 months. Now, the things that I've done as far as my morning routine, my daily disciplines, the things that I do every single day, I'm not going to say that I'm perfect and I do them every day. Like even today, I skipped a bunch of things because I slept in. Like it just happens, right? But the more that you are disciplined and the more you actually set yourself up for rewards to get what you want from the habits that you want to create, it's way easier to actually stick with a habit. And once you actually are just in that routine of things, it's crazy how your life actually changes. Like it's absolutely nuts because you don't see it. It doesn't happen like in a flash like you see on TV or you see in a movie. Like you don't just look up and then 2 minutes later the characters, from going through a montage or going through all kinds of different stuff is just suddenly changed, right? They don't show the actual time scale in a movie. Now it's a good story. It's a good way to, a good analogy to compare it to. But there's so many other processes, right? There's so many other things that come up in our lives, in our days. Things go sideways. You got jobs, you got families, you got relationships, you got kids, you got pets, you got constraints, you got money, you got bills, you got whatever. Like there's a 90 million different things flying at all of us every single day from every direction. Social media, right? TV, just the whole 9 yards. But in the end, like if you can really develop and stick with a discipline and a habit, it's incredible how powerfully your life can change without you even knowing it. Like it's difficult to kick. And now I really started to see, especially in my own life, like how like different things have been just because of the habits that I've forced myself into. Right? And now it's hard to kick good habits because your brain is so rewired to actually just accomplish that goal of that habit that you've set that it literally just doesn't become an option anymore. right? Like it's not an option. Like you have to do this. You have to figure this out. This must be done. And it's the same way, we just don't realize it with bad habits, right? Like your brain's like, nope, this has to be done. This is a habit. This is what we need to survive. And it will accomplish it. So once you figure this process out, like it's tough. And I'm not going to sit up here and tell you this is a way to build a habit or this is a way to build a habit. I know of certain ways to do it. I could definitely share that with you. But there's no right or wrong way. There's a million different ways. There's 100 ways to skin a cat, as they say, right? In the end, it's all about the change you are seeking. It's all about like consolidating and getting that end result of what you are after, whatever it might be, because of the habit creation. So my question for you as I wrap up today is, where in your life are you truly lacking the discipline to just see through a habit no matter what? Whether it's the elimination of a bad habit or the creation of a good habit, it takes discipline to develop or to break. So where are you lacking that discipline? And how can you start getting that discipline down? And my answer for you is just do it every day. No matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, no matter how busy you are, no matter what, just take the time to do whatever it is you are trying to do, whether it's your bad habit or breaking a bad habit or building a good one. Take the time to build in that discipline every single day, and track your progress, because it's easy to keep going when you see how much you're progressing visually. So that's going to wrap up today's show. As always, thank you all for joining. Really appreciate you guys listening in today. As always, Dan Hafner signing off. Make it a great rest of your day.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.